Hello and welcome to day 5 of the 6-Day Self-Esteem Challenge. Today we're going to cover how to unlock our authentic self by using self-respect and trust within ourselves in order for us to truly be ourselves. If this is a topic that's of interest, please stick around even if you've not done day 1 to day 4, and if time permits, go back and revisit because there's some valuable exercises within the earlier content. So today we're going to delve deeper because we come into this world as perfect human beings, but life and our caregivers in society and our local communities, our religious background, whatever it may be, project some beliefs and some limitations to our perfection. And over years, we absorb all those constructs and we start creating limiting beliefs that we're not good enough, that we're not worthy to have good things in our life, that we don't belong, or that we're too weird, we're too different for us to actually feel connection and kinship with other people, other human beings. So by delving deep and sort of doing the day 1 work where it was, what is that self-chatter? Is it very negative? Then on day 2, how do we reframe that and make it more powerful, more encouraging, more empowering to cheer ourselves on? And therefore enable for us to be able to get the groundwork in place. But this is where it comes back to, do we actually fully respect ourselves? So self-esteem is all about, do we like ourselves? Do we love ourselves? And the reality is, for most of us, that might fluctuate on a day-to-day basis, or it might predominantly steer in the direction of, no, I don't. I've got very low self-worth and self-esteem. And I'm constantly wanting to project externally and receive external validation rather than looking inwards. But going back to the rules, in order for us to actually receive like and love from other people, we need to like and love ourselves, because otherwise it doesn't come in. And in order for us to have that inner love and care for ourselves, we need to respect ourselves. We need to trust that we've got our own back. We need to put that kind of oxygen mask on and prioritize ourselves. So how do we foster high self-respect for ourselves? Because that is a foundational aspect in order for us to then have high self-esteem. Now, we need to set healthy boundaries. Rather than us doing everything for everyone else, we need to put that oxygen mask. We need to fill our cup. We need to prioritize ourselves. That is not a selfish act. That is an act of compassion, an act of kindness, an act of self-love. And if we do that, then by us having healthy boundaries, we can take care of our well-being, our physical, emotional, mental needs. And then once we are fully charged, then we can actually help and be a better assistance to other people. But we're all on our own individual journey. So we need to focus on taking care of us by having those healthier boundaries. We need to practice the self-compassion. If you wake up in the morning and you've not slept well, your cup is half empty at that point. And if you've got a full day ahead, by the end of the day, there's nothing left in the tank for you. You've just survived. You've gone from you reacted to situations rather than you being in a place of, my cup is full, I'm ready to take on the day, whatever comes my way, I'll be able to handle it. I have got the right coping strategies in place, and I can navigate what obstacles and what challenges life will present me with today. So self-compassion is really important. Celebrating the small wins, because you got out of bed this morning and you got dressed and you either had something to eat or you did some physical exercise or you connected with another human being. So you've done a lot of stuff within that kind of first like half an hour in your day. Celebrate those small victories. Don't wait until the end of the day where you might have then focused on the 2 or 3 things that maybe didn't go as well as you would have liked. Celebrate all the small kind of 1 millimeter progress that you're making. Going back to day 1, avoid the negative self-talk. Reframe it, make it powerful, make it positive, make it empowering, and do things that that you love, that you enjoy, that bring joy and contentment into your life. And whether that is listen to some of the Fearless Soul songs or whatever other song is your go-to song to sort of like lift your mood, boost your kind of energy, or whatever. It might be meditation, it might be some breathing, it might be some relaxation, it might be going for a walk, it might be spending some time with loved ones. Whatever it might be, do things that actually bring contentment and joy into your life. And by doing all of these things, then your self-respect will start increasing. And then the trust in yourself will actually start to increase as well. Because I'm sure, like me, there's been times where you've made promises to yourself and you've not fulfilled those promises, and then that self-trust starts to go down. Then you don't trust your judgment, you don't trust your intuition, you don't trust that you're going to make the right choice, the right decision, and therefore then fear creeps in, rather than you coming from a place of, no, I've got the evidence, I've set the healthy boundaries, I'm prioritizing my well-being, my mental health, my emotional health, and as a result I'm fostering this inner kind of, I truly am demonstrating that it's not just words, I'm taking the action. I'm actually putting the practical steps in place in order for me to create that kind of evidence that I can monitor the progress that I'm actually making on a daily basis. And then that increases the trust, because now I've got evidence that I'm taking care of me. I've got evidence that I am being compassionate and kind to myself. When the things don't go to plan, that I've got a way to sort of like tackle it without going back to that negative self-chatter. And having that self-respect and the trust in ourselves, then we can actually authentically show up for ourselves and for other people. Because when people ask you, how are you doing? And you say, fine, okay, or not bad, thanks, or it could be better, when in actual fact there is an internal like torment is going on in your head, you're not turning up authentically. You're shielding yourself from the rest of the world. So what you want is to be able to deal with the inner chatter, the inner debates, the inner dialogue, for you to foster that high self-esteem and self-worth. So then when you're turning up, when you're saying, I'm fine, everything's great, everything's well, that you're actually authentically being true to yourself and you're not hiding and putting a mask on. So self-respect fosters trust in yourself, and then you can turn up authentically, and as a byproduct then your self-esteem increases. So what I want you to do today is go back and look at that day 1 self-chatter, how you've reframed it in day 2, and see, are those things that you're saying, is that coming from a place of self-respect? Are you respecting yourself? Are you prioritizing yourself? Are you being kind and compassionate? And if not, reframe it and make it more kind and compassionate to yourself. Today there's 2 songs from Fearless Soul. One is called Warrior and the second is Stronger Than You Know. And I want you to listen to the lyrics to both songs, and if you want to comment in the description below, tell me which of the 2 songs do you prefer, which ones the lyrics resonated with you stronger. And what we're actually going to do now is, if you're up for it, is we'll do a short visualization exercise. And in this, what we're going to do is we're going to connect with our kind of higher version of ourselves, that future self that has the high self-esteem, self-worth, self-love, self-compassion, self-respect, that higher version of ourselves that trusts that we are turning up authentically, that we are doing what our soul, what our mind, what our heart actually need of us, and physically we're reaping the benefits of it. So what I would like you to do is just sit comfortably and just follow my guidance, and if it feels comfortable, close your eyes and we'll sort of take it from there. Okay, so enjoy. So just sit comfortably, and if it feels good and safe for you to do so, allow your eyes to gently close and focus on your breath for a moment or so. Let your energy field settle and just be present here and now while listening to my voice guiding you in this visualization. Maybe you want to put your hand on your heart, feel it beating, imagine it pumping the blood around your body. Perhaps you feel more comfortable just resting your hands on your lap, palms upwards in receiving mode. Just find your highest alignment, that connection with your body, mind and soul, and your best or highest self, whichever resonates and feels comfortable to you. Take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, just relax even more. Now imagine you are in your favourite place. This may be outside in nature or inside, somewhere you feel safe, and in a space where you have a strong, safe connection with. And in this safe place, you will start seeing a future version of yourself. And this future version is your highest or best version, whatever word resonates for you. And they are coming closer towards you. This version of yourself may be from 1 week ahead, several months, or even maybe a year or a few years ahead. You will instinctively know how far into the future this version of you has come from. Don't overthink it or question it, just be aware of it. Now I want you to greet your best self in the manner that feels comfortable to you. Give them a smile or a hug, whatever feels right for you. You both have a great affinity as you recognise each other immediately. It feels so natural and familiar. Become aware of the feelings in your body and the thoughts in your head or through your mind. Just be aware of them. Don't judge or question them. Just be present here and now. You are safe and secure in this space, and you effortlessly tap into the feelings in your body. Now ask your best self, how do they feel about themselves? Let them tell you, and you listen attentively to the words they are saying, and you notice the body language they are displaying. Ask them, what actions did they take to reach this feeling? When you hear the words, how does that make you feel in your body right now? Just become aware of the feelings in your body. Don't judge or criticize, just be aware of them. Ask them, what did they do to change their mindset and improve how they feel about themselves? Once again, actively listen to the words they are sharing with you. Ask them what advice or guidance they can offer you right now, so you can take action today and over the coming days and weeks to make you feel proud and happier in yourself, and having a healthier, more compassionate relationship with yourself without judgment or criticism. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, let the advice and guidance sink into your brain, and let the words repeat a few times until they move from your short-term memory into your long-term memory. And once you have processed these words over the coming days through journaling and self-reflection, let them sink in into your subconscious for your highest and greatest good. Now take another deep breath. And as you exhale, I want you to thank your future best self for sharing their insights and guidance, and let them drift away as quickly and as gently as they appeared. And now, take another deep breath, and as you exhale, just gently open your eyes and come back to your full awareness. What did that experience feel like? What did you learn? What were the words and emotions they shared with you? I invite you to journal what that experience was like, because for each one of you it will be slightly different. Write down what actions are you committed to taking? What things are you going to put in place from today onwards in order for you to become that future version of yourself that has high self-esteem, that loves and is kind to her or his self? And feel free to revisit this visualization exercise. It's going to be up on YouTube, so you can come back to it time and time again. You can even record the audio on a voice memo, and you can listen back to it when you've got 5 to 6 minutes, because it's fairly short. And just tap into that, because we all have all the answers within us. We just need to take the time, prioritize ourselves, and listen, become aware of what the thoughts, what the feelings are. And then we can actually challenge and reframe them if necessary. And if they are starting to change, celebrate that we're going in the direction that we've always aspired to be going, for us to become that perfect version of ourselves once more. So listen to the audio, listen to the 2 songs, and do the journaling, capture the information, and come back tomorrow. We can finish the 6-day challenge. So go out and seize the day. Do the work that needs to happen. Celebrate the fact that you turned up for day 5 and you've done the deep work. And remember, there's always choices in life, so choose wisely. Bye until tomorrow.